so damn ridiculous. Oh. Crap. Now I'm hearing reports that in a new book, Trump said, I'm just not going to leave. Trump, he vowed to stay in the White House. Spoiled brat. Oh. Oh, God. Former President Donald Trump repeatedly told aides in the days following his 2020 election loss that he would remain in the White House rather than let incoming President Joe Biden take over. According to reporting provided to CNN from a forthcoming book by New York Times reporter Maggie Haberman, I'm just not going to leave, Trump told one aide, according to Haberman. We're never leaving, Trump told another. How can you leave when you won an election? That's freaking stupid! You lost, you leave. You win, you come in. Well, maybe your simpleton mind doesn't know that. The White House, which has not been previously reported. Huh. So, I think it cut some of it off, but it says, adds new detail to the chaotic post-election period in which Trump's refusal to accept his defeat and numerous efforts to overturn, which obviously led to the January 6th attack of last year. Trump, man, he revoked all that. He frickin' caused all of it. He is a member of the frickin' Proud Boys. Haberman's book, Confidence Man, The Making of Donald Trump and the Breaking of America, is being released on October 4th. The revelations from the book come as investigators in the U.S. House and the Justice Department probe Trump's refusal to cede power after the 2020 election. The House Select Committee investigating January 6th is planning more hearings and a final report this fall, while federal investigators have recently served several former Trump aides with subpoenas. Haberman, a CNN political analyst, has covered Trump for the New York Times since his 2016 presidential campaign. His stories made her a frequent target of Trump's vitriol on Twitter. Vitriol, whatever the frick it is. It's just a target of all this frickin' crap on Twitter, let's say. Haberman writes that in the immediate aftermath of the November 3rd elections, Trump seemed to recognize he had lost to Biden. He asked advisors to tell him what could have gone wrong. He comforted one advisor, saying, "We did our best," Trump told press aides. I thought we had it," seemingly almost embarrassed by the outcome, according to Haberman. But at some point, Trump's mood changed, Haberman writes, and he abruptly informed aides he had no intention of departing the White House in late January 2021 for Biden to move in. What? What were we going to do? They'd escort you out. If you wouldn't want to leave when somebody else won, they'd escort your ass out. That's just so stupid. Oh my God. This has pissed me off. He was even overheard asking the chair of the Republican National Committee, Ronna McDaniel, "Why should I leave if they stole it from me?" Oh, poor you, they stole it from you. Go report that to the freaking police, you blah, blah, blah. Ark! Trump's vow that he would refuse to vacate the White House had no historical precedent. Haberman writes, and his declaration left aides uncertain as to what he might do next. The closest parallel might have been Mary Todd Lincoln, who stayed in the White House for nearly a month after her husband, President Abraham Lincoln, was assassinated, the author noted. Publicly, Trump dismissed questions about whether he would leave office. On November 26, 2020, he was asked by a reporter whether he would leave the White House if the Electoral College voted for Biden. "Certainly I will, and you know that," Trump said in response. "Wait, so now you will, but you won't?" Are you that twisted, or... As he continued to spread lies about the election being stolen. Longtime New York-based reporter who has worked for both the city's tabloid newspapers, Haberman writes that Trump's post-election period was reminiscent of his attempts to claw his way back from dire financial straits 3 decades earlier, in which he tried to keep all options open for as long as he could. But Trump couldn't decide which path to follow after his 2020 defeat. Haberman writes that he quizzed nearly everyone about which options would lead to success, including the valet who bought Diet Cokes when Trump pressed a red button on his Oval Office desk. Man, is this just pure amazing or what? I'm so amazed. I can't even frickin' begin to... The reporting provoked to CNN from the forthcoming book also reveals new details on what those around Trump were doing in the aftermath of an election loss he refused to accept. Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, was reluctant to confront Trump on the loss, according to Haberman. Trump's son-in-law likened it to a deathbed scene, Haberman writes. Trump saying he didn't want to leave, was he just being defiant now? They'd escort your rear end out. Don't worry, Trump, you little spoiled brat. Now that, you're back at home in Florida now, maybe Melania will maybe give you a new bottle, maybe give you some new crayons, and maybe a new coloring book. And maybe that'll just help take your mind off the pain. Off the steal. Off the stolen election, you frickin' idiot. Maybe that'll all help ease your mind. Yeah, he just would absolutely doing frickin' everything in his power just to try to frickin' keep just to stay in the White House, even though he didn't win the election. Frickin' piece of junk. If the 45th President of the United States will not go down as the most corrupt President of the United States, I have no frickin' clue who will. See you next time.